Howdy folks, hope you're all enjoying your weekend and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2 with the mighty Jingles. Well, the mood in the camp is still pretty terrible, so I'm going to do something that's guaranteed to put a smile on at least one person's face. Since Dutch clearly can't be bothered to do anything about it, Sadie and I are going to bust John out of jail. Something that between us we should have been able to do weeks ago, and hopefully it's going to at least put a smile on Abigail's face.
Hey.
The thing is, Sadie, I really can't... I must come. He's my husband.
I know he's your husband, but it's gonna be... Well, it's gonna be violent.
I can handle myself just fine. I'm coming.
Oh, no you're not.
I insist.
Insist all you like. Ain't happening. Arthur, tell her.
Tell her what?
She ain't coming with us to collect her husband.
Abigail, you ain't coming. That's the end of the matter.
See, there you heard him. Now let's go.
But
Nothing. It'll be quicker and easier with just the two of us. Plus, John will be calmer without worrying about you. Ain't complicated.
well, I ain't the crying sort, but I'm real grateful.
Yeah, we know you are. We'll bring him back to you.
Thank you. Thank you both.
We'll land the boat in the morning when the prisoners come back out to work the fields. The place is surrounded by marshland. Should hopefully give us a bit of cover to move in close enough to find a spot and look for John.
Then all we gotta do is take out all the guards and row our way out of there. Seems simple enough.
How many times, Marston?
Okay, bring us over. We good?
I wouldn't exactly call it good, but nobody's shooting at us yet.
Let's head for that watchtower.
Okay.
Stay low.
Yeah, we're probably going to be heading back to the boat with a whole bunch of people chasing and shooting at us, so not having a guard in a watchtower with a rifle within 100 meters of the boat would probably be a good idea. We should deal with that first. Also, since there are probably going to be a number of different work parties in the fields and we don't know exactly which one John is in, having some kind of vantage point,
Up there.
I'll deal with him.
like that watchtower,
Hold you up.
would probably also be a very good idea. Have to switch to some kind of quiet weapon, like the machete, for taking care of the guard. Hopefully he's been up there all night and he's very sleepy. Oh, ow. That looked like it really hurt. Okay, let's get the binoculars and see if we can find John Marston, who has managed to get himself in the shit again.
All right. Where's John?
Hey, I think I see him. There's a group in front of that barn just to our right.
Oh, yeah. I see 2 guards. Okay, take them out, and let's go get our boy.
Okay.
It's a good job I brought a rifle along for this job. Okay, where's my rifle? There we go. We're using the rolling block rifle for this one.
Take the shot.
Yeah. Right. God damn it, Sadie, calm yourself. Calm your tits, woman. One down. Where did his friend go? There he is.
Wait, shit. I don't think that was John.
What?
Let's go over there and see.
Okay, come on. I think one of those guards was still moving.
A minute ago you said, yes, that's John. Now after we've raised the alarm and killed 2 guards, suddenly it isn't John. It's never simple around here, is it? Technically I realise, yes, we've killed 3 guards, but what can I say? I ain't never been too good with numbers. Damn, Sadie.
Come on, Arthur. Let's keep moving.
Where is he? You see him?
No.
She moves fast.
You! Mister! You know John Marsden?
He ain't working today. Put the gun down, lady.
Hell did he come from?
No. You put the gun down. Now.
Yeah, he's not so brave now, is he?
Where's John Marston?
He ain't in the work detail today.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go and get him together. Try anything and I'll blow your damn head off. You clear on that?
Yes. Very clear.
We're doing this, are we?
Oh, no, you don't.
We're just walking up to the prison and saying, give us John.
Come on, Paul. Why don't you apologize to the lady for pointing a gun at her?
Excuse me?
I said apologize.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Ain't no harm done.
So, where do we go?
Towards the entrance, I guess.
And who's in charge of this fine establishment?
Jameson, sir.
Jameson who?
No, Mr. Jameson. Heston Jameson.
Is he a nice fella?
He's been quite an exacting boss at times.
I look forward to meeting him.
They're not gonna let you do this.
Well, that's gonna be up to you, my friend.
Apparently we are actually doing this. Well, okay.
Oh my god.
So, you a popular employee, my friend?
Not especially.
Well, I guess we're about to find out.
Come on, march him straight up to the front gate.
You better hope someone in there actually gives a damn about this fool.
Guess we'll see. We're gonna have to shoot our way out of here regardless.
Hold your fire!
Shut up!
Have I mentioned how much I like Sadie?
Okay, friend, be cool now. Just do as I say.
Put the weapons down, now!
I recommend you do what she says.
Jameson! Is Jameson in?
He's in Saint Denis. They got Milliken.
Got him and gonna kill him. Unless you bring me John Marston. Right now. You got 1 minute. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3. Milliken, is it?
Yes, sir.
Will you count for me? I got talking to do.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. From 1 or 4,
Oh,
sir?
very funny. No, we must be at 11 by now.
11, 12, 13,
Faster.
14, 15, 16, 17.
Now hurry up! Well, this poor fool's gonna get his brains shot out. And over what? For nothing. Milliken, don't stop counting. I can't hear you.
Hurry up and bring that asshole out here, you bastards! Come on!
Don't cry, buddy.
I don't wanna die.
Yeah, I know. Hey, John. Hello, you two. Now, no funny business. Or Mr. Milliken here will stop crying once and for all. Okay, today's your lucky day. Let's go!
Yeah, I think it's rifle time.
Let's clear these and make a run for it!
Let's get the repeater out. Is that a cannon on the wall? Oh my god. I hope they don't have any ammo for it. Otherwise, this is going to be the shortest escape in history.
Cover us!
Yeah, I'm working on it, Sadie. Stick of dynamite. I don't use these nearly often enough. Back to the repeater.
We got you covered, Arthur! Come on!
Okay, you better. Oh, damn it.
Comes some more.
Lost my hat again.
Been a while, John.
You're telling me? What took you so long?
I'll explain later.
Oh, God, no, what am I doing? I was-
Yeah. Believe me, that was my one and only time flying.
Behind the crate, Jingles. Not in the middle of the road. Still a whole bunch of them on the walls. Although there's one less.
Okay, fellas. Time to go.
I heard that. Let's get this thing reloaded. And make like a tree and leave.
Coming for the board!
Oh, great, they're mounted. Seems to be the last of them. Oh, ow.
Let's go.
Yep, they're still coming from the prison. John's got a gun now, yeah?
More behind us.
Top up my health.
Find some cover.
Yeah, John is armed. Okay. How much further is it than the damn boat anyway?
We gotta move! How we getting out of here?
We got a boat. This way. Follow me.
Yep,
Get down.
I got you covered.
Come up so we can get to the boat.
Yeah, I'm on it, Sadie, don't worry. A minute ago you were saying cover us. I can't leave cover now, there's like 6 of them in the field right in front of me. Okay, 5 of them. I know we need to get to the boat, Sadie, but there's men in the field shooting at me. Some covering fire would be very useful. Okay. Rifles reloaded. Ow. Ow, stop that. Sadie, covering fire. Do you know what it is? Sadie?
Come on. We need to get out of here.
Oh right, it's my fault. Okay, sorry. I'll run faster while being shot at.
Time, Arthur.
You always seem to need rescuing, Marston. Nice to see you, Arthur.
There's some fellas coming here. Don't look too friendly. We best get out of here.
Come on, boys. Let's move. I'll row. You shoot.
Seriously?
Let me. You're a better shot.
Right, fine. You just relax and enjoy yourself, John. Leave the real work to them as can still handle it.
Thanks.
Keep them off us.
If I'm a better shot than Sadie, the gang's in a worse condition than I thought.
Can't do that, fellas.
Sadie, row faster.
Thanks for the hug.
Hey, we did it. It was never in any doubt. Me and Sadie, we're the A-team.
You know, I think I liked you better when you was all trussed up like a prize chicken.
No doubt.
Hurry up. They're gonna be on our tails soon enough if you boys keep wasting time.
Oh, that's us told them.
Hey, Arthur. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Let's go. We should get out of
Oops.
here quick before the law gets wind of this.
Wrong button. Punched the horse. Horse didn't like it much.
So what the hell happened in Saint Denis? Is Abigail all right?
She's fine. Jack is too. She managed to escape when they got Hosea.
Hosea. That still don't seem real somehow. All them years. Arthur. He was like family.
Yeah, we lost young Lenny, too.
No. What a goddamn mess. And did we... What about the money?
Lost somewhere at the bottom of the ocean.
What? How the hell did that happen?
We hit on a boat. It's the only way out of there. The boat went down in a storm, and we ended up stranded on an island somewhere near Cuba.
Cuba? Wait, you're gonna have to tell me all this again.
It's a long story, but things ain't been good, John.
You're telling me?
We're holed up now in the mountains to the north, near Roanoke Ridge, some caves there. The Pinkertons caught up with us again, and we had to move.
Yeah. Seems Molly ratted us out, the bitch. So she's dead too.
Jesus. Maybe you should have just left me to hang.
And I should warn you, Dutch didn't want us breaking you out. Said it wasn't the right time, so might not be the hero's welcome you're imagining.
So much for no man left behind. I can't stop thinking about this. In the bank, when they grabbed me, he saw it. Felt almost like he had a moment to do something and didn't.
Dutch ain't himself right now. Or maybe he just ain't who we thought he was.
Guess we don't need to worry about who's his favorite no more.
Huh. Guess not.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see exactly how Dutch responds to our having busted John out. One way or another, our arrival back in camp is definitely going to be interesting.
You brought him back to me.
We told you we would.
John! What are you doing here?
Good to see you too, partner.
I meant I hadn't sent for you yet.
I win.
But I said that.
Yeah, I know what you said. I felt different.
Is that so?
Yes.
And when Spring and John brings the law down on all of us, what then, Arthur?
Well, I guess we'll have another fight on our hands.
Loyalty, Arthur, it ain't. I had a goddamn plan! John, you are my brother. You are my son. I was coming for you.
They was talking of hanging me, Dutch.
They was talking. They was talking. And now they may come and hang us all.
We're not hiding in this shithole of a cave because we like the scenery, Dutch. They're coming to hang us all anyway, or haven't you been keeping up with current events? It seems pretty clear to me that Dutch never had any intention of busting John out of prison. But I don't see how Dutch could have benefited from John hanging. It just doesn't make any sense. Unless it's Micah been whispering more poison into Dutch's ear, but I just don't know. But it feels like a line's been crossed here. And I think it's fairly safe to say that Arthur just isn't really Dutch's favourite blue-eyed boy anymore.
Arthur! Arthur!
Oh, sorry. I was miles away, thinking of, I don't know.
Dutch said to tell you he and Mike have gone to Annisburg. Something about Mr. Cornwall.
Cornwall. Okay. Thanks, Mary Beth.
I don't quite know how to feel about this. I mean, the fact that Dutch and Micah are off together doing stuff is worrying. I should be grateful that Dutch wants me along, but going after Leviticus Cornwall? The railroad and oil baron? You know, for a man who was giving me shit earlier about bringing the law down on everybody, he's doing a remarkably piss-poor job of laying low. I mean, embarrassing the warden of a federal penitentiary is one thing, but Leviticus Cornwall has senators in his pocket. He basically owns the Pinkertons. Whatever Dutch's plans are with Leviticus Cornwall, no good is going to come of it.
Was you followed? No. Was you followed? I said no.
Okay.
What is your problem?
What is your problem, partner? You don't look so good.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle.
And not inside you ain't.
I'm just a realist, friend.
Micah reckons there's a rat.
Oh, does he? On what evidence?
He's only back a minute. Pinkertons show up.
We've been on the run since you two fools went crazy in Blackwater. We barely escaped with our lives in Saint Denis. Now we got a rat.
Well, Molly clearly talked, but who else?
Maybe we pushed things too hard.
Whoa.
Maybe time for folks like us is past. We don't need a rat. We got sloppier than the town drunk, and they know who we are, and where we are, and what we're doing.
Way I see it, best thing we can do is let the week go. Move on, get our money, and start over.
That ain't happening.
Well, something's gotta happen, and fast. Otherwise, Cornwall, them Pinkertons, they've got us penned in here, and ain't none of them stopping.
Well, Cornwall's why we're here. Shall we, Dutch?
Yeah, it's time to go. Let's head to the river.
Oh, leave Cornwall alone. He ain't... We need money, but revenge, now?
Of course it's for money.
Come on, Arthur.
This better not be no stupid revenge mission, Dutch. It ain't worth it.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, Arthur, it's just a simple social call.
To misquote John Wick, it ain't never just about a conversation with you, Dutch.
So, what are we gonna say to him that needs to be said?
He has been hunting us since Valentine. He is the reason that Hosea got killed. His sugar business is destroying the people of Guarma. This town, Arthur, is his town. He bought it just to destroy these folks. His sugar, his oil, his law.
These are wrongs that you can't right, Dutch. We're wanted men.
So why did you go for John against my wishes?
I didn't want him hanged.
Neither did I.
We're gonna cut a deal, Arthur.
What are you talking about?
We want out, and Cornwall wants us to stop robbing him, and we all know his money is what's keeping the Pinkertons on our tail. He's America, Arthur, and I want out, and he won't let us go.
This ain't making a lot of sense, Dutch.
It will, son. It will. A deal, some noise, and then we're gone.
I've heard all this before, Dutch. I've heard it all before, and I've heard it too many times.
Cornwall's boat is arriving at dawn. We'll wait it out here. Get down behind these crates so no one sees us.
What? Under the only light for 100 yards in any direction? Great plan, Dutch. Maybe we should put out an illuminated sign, too. You know this is all going to go horribly wrong, don't you? And you know how you can tell it's all going to go horribly wrong? Micah and Dutch came up with the idea.
I want to thank you for your hospitality, Mr. Cornwall.
This was a business meeting, Mr. Milton. We are not friends. I have spent a considerable fortune with your agency, and still nothing. This Vanderlyn robs me and laughs at me. I asked for the best. I paid for the best.
We are very close, Mr. Cornwall. I know you've heard this before.
Can't, sir. Send a telegram to Goldberg in New York. Tell him I won't borrow it more than 3.2%. Sorry, no, I have heard it before. And get that army man to pay his portage charge.
Yes, sir.
We are doing all we can within the confines of the law.
The law? I think we both know what you can do with your law. Find me Dutch Vanderlyn. Bring him here. And leave the laws to them as need them. Good day, sir.
Come along, Mr. Ross. We have work to do.
Mr. Didsbury. Mr. Cornwall.
Now listen up, Didsbury. What's all this about strikes? I bought into this mine because of mismanagement, and I intend to make it a success no matter what the cost.
It's the wages. Folk feel that you...
Feel? Business doesn't give two figs about feelings, sir, not two figs. It's a nonsense that will bring a plague on both our houses.
Sir.
Perhaps there is a plague on your house already, Mr. Cornwall.
What do you want, sir?
I'm not quite sure just yet.
Your impudence will be your undoing, sir.
I'm undone already. Even my best friend here, he thinks I'm crazy. And like this poor fellow you are talking to,
My feelings are hurt.
You robbed me, sir.
And you robbed him. Funny world.
You show a criminal's grasp of sophistry, sir. I did no such thing.
You kill. I kill. You rob. I rob. Only difference I can see is I choose whom I kill and rob, and you destroy everything in your path.
I've heard just about enough.
I'll tell you what. You give me this ship, $10,000, and safe passage out of here, I'll let you live.
I'll do no such thing.
You sure? Good. I prefer it this way.
You lost your man! Noise, Arthur! Noise!
Well, I suppose a bullet to the chest is one way of punctuating a conversation. What do you mean, oh shit, Pinkertons? Of course there are Pinkertons. Cornwall was having a business meeting with the Pinkertons a minute before you shot him. They barely had time to reach the end of the dock before you put a bullet in the Cornwall. I mean, why are you surprised that there are Pinkertons? What? Weren't you paying attention?
Come on! Mike is going after those papers. Let's find him and get out of here.
Papers? What papers? Dust, you forget that you don't actually include me in the planning process of these jobs anymore. You and Micah are the only ones privy to the actual details of why we're here. Social call my ass. He was always going to shoot Leviticus Cornwall and then rob something from him. The only reason I'm here is he needs some extra muscle. There was a time, and it wasn't that long ago, that any time Dutch was planning something, he would have had a sit down with me and Hosea first. Of course, now Hosea's dead, Dutch doesn't listen to me anymore. He's only got ears for his blue-eyed boy Micah. And I don't trust Micah. And the fact that Dutch does, that worries me more than anything. Part of me wants to believe that Dutch is on the level. But the fact that he's actually plotting with Micah now, and I don't know anything about their plans. Micah's been with the gang 6 months. Micah joined the gang just before the Blackwater job. And everything since then has gone wrong. Arthur's been with the gang 16 years, his entire adult life. And now, after all Dutch's talk of loyalty, he was prepared to let John Marston hang? After all his talk of how busting John out of prison was going to bring the law down on us, the very next thing he does is shoot Leviticus Cornwall?
We had enough beat on us before! Now we're gonna be torched, Dutch!
This is the only way!
See? Trust me! Trust you! You sure you got the vote for this, Morgan? Shut the hell up!
We got more up ahead! Clear us some space!
Get up here, Morgan! You're slowing us down, Morgan! Come on! You said this wasn't a revenge mission!
It wasn't! We got what we came for! Those papers!
Oh yeah, the papers you didn't bother telling me about.
Finally putting that bastard Cornwall out of business for good! Did you put Dutch up to this? Me? I just follow orders!
Let's go! Let's go!
You're going to die!
You know, maybe I'm just becoming a wizened old cynic in my old age, but the only thing that surprises me about this job is I've still got my hat.
And let's get the hell out of this place!
I know, right? So are we finally getting out of here, Dutch, now that we've got these mysterious papers that were so important that you didn't bother telling me about? They better be worth it, because you've just killed one of the richest men in America. And I realise that in a perfect world, Leviticus Cornwall's death shouldn't be any more significant than the deaths of anybody else that we've killed today, but let's face it, the guy that I just shot behind that wagon, his death probably isn't going to have questions raised in the US House of Representatives.
Well, at least we tried talking it out.
boys have lost your minds.
Oh, I felt a lot of guilt in this life, Arthur. I've killed too often and poorly, but not this time, son. Come on!
All right, let's head for the hills, boys.
Oh. We all okay?
Interesting social call.
Oh, don't play dumb and superior at the same time, Morgan. We all knew, sooner or later, Cornwall had to go.
Let me see them papers.
It's more attention we don't need. Feels like the whole world's closing in on us. Dutch, it won't be long before they find where we're hiding out now. Especially as we ain't exactly hiding out.
We just need a distraction. Buy us some time. It looks like Mr. Cornwall's company has signed a railroad contract with the army. And they're also moving dynamite down from, well, the Annesburg mines to Saint Denis to resell. And there's bonds at his oil factory. Maybe there's a way to get them off our back and get the money that we need. Mike, you look into this dynamite. Take Bill, I guess. Arthur, you go too. We are gonna need a lot of it. And Mike, we need to talk. Figure out some things.
Of course, boss.
Figure out what?
The plan. Getting out of here. Nothing's changed.
It hasn't, huh?
There's an old house west of Van Horn. Meet me there when you can, Black Lung.
Let's split up. We'll meet up back at camp.
Yeah. This is crazy.
So, welcome to the new power balance in the Vanderlinde gang. Dutch and his brand new blue-eyed boy Micah go off together to make their plans, and I'm just there to come running and shoot people for them whenever Micah snaps his fingers. Oh, how times have changed. And that's it for this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.